today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 50 between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Foster. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Foster off the play fake. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Foster. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league, had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On first down, Grant. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Foster to throw on 2nd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, Foster. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Foster. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The numbers for Mixon last week: 19 carries, 76 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Winters, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 6-0 our score after one.
Score Panthers 6, Broncos nothing.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Foster now. Off play action. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now Foster to throw. Off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Foster from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the gun, Foster. He's got Burton here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Foster from the gun, he'll throw. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now. Hewitt, and the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Foster. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From a yard out. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready anybody the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Foster, off play action. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Foster now looking to throw on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Foster. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Foster to throw. Throwing on 4th down. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Grant. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, Foster. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Let's go, baby.
Operating from the gun, Foster. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Foster. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Set to kick off.
The return man is Grant. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their
Out comes his field general once more, ladies. They'll run on 1st down. Winters. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Foster. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Foster. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Foster from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right in, that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5.
10-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Foster. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. On 1st down, Grant. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Foster to throw on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Number 31, the ball carrier.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Midfield to the 49-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Foster on 3rd down. He's got it at the 15. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That catch good for only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, Foster. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Aldrich Rosas set to
now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers about ready to take over. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Play action. Foster. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
25-yard line.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Foster now, operating from the gun. The quick slant caught. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, get tighten up. Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean...